Okay, good morning. Welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Today we're doing today's Mishnah Yomi Daily Double Parak Yud Mishnah is Daled, and hey, Mishnah Daled says Hamiskaven lahotzi lefanav abalo laacharav. Now we're talking about fanny packs over here. If you know a fanny pack, you buy your Lululemon fanny pack, and you want to take something out in it. Women will wear these things. They like to take things out on Shabbos. They're in their fanny packs. They're going to the amusement park. Joking. So normally most women wear the fanny pack in front of them, even though the reason it's called a fanny pack is supposed to wear an air fanny in them, which is another nice way of saying your derriere. Most you meant to wear it in the front, and while you were taking it out, it turned. These fanny packs can turn very quickly, so it turns to your back, your putter. In that case, the reason is because when you have it carry in front of you, you can protect it. When the opening is in back, people can steal from you. So therefore, it's like a shalok, like we learned in the previous Mishnah Gimel. It's shalok kedarko. It's not the right way to do it. It's a way that's going to lessen your shmira, like the Gemara says. So therefore, you're not chayav. However, if you meant to put it in the back, turn it around to your front. So that's not right. That's something better for you. So you included that in your kavana. Right, a woman who wears one of these fanny packs. The Mishnah says that the previous part of the Mishnah was talking about a man. A man cares about protecting it, so he wears a fanny pack. He wants to be in the front. But a woman, right, she wears it loosely around there. She doesn't really care, right? In her mind, whether it's in the front or back doesn't matter to her. Therefore, even if it turns to the back, she'd be chayav. Even people will take pitkin. Now, pitkin are, that you give to Rabbanim or things like that. If you have notes, so a lot of people wear these like necklaces around them. Some people have them to carry their phone on them. Women, it's hard, they don't have pockets, so they have like these necklaces to carry your phone in them. I bought one for my wife, but it's uncomfortable for her to wear, so she doesn't wear anymore. But they do have these things, and people also will put sometimes they have necklaces. They'll put like some fitlach in them. So also when you wear something around your neck, some people also have this like a press pass. Doctors wear these things. Petek, right? It's like a card to tell you, identify who the doctor is in the hospital, or are you working in an office or something like that, or some like people when they go to the World Series or something like that, they wear it around their neck. A petek is basically a card, allowing you entrance to somewhere, or telling you who the person is. So even if that turns to the back, people don't care if it's in the front or the back. So therefore, whether it turns around or not, you'll still be chayav. Hey, Amotzi kikar l'sharab, and you take out a loaf of bread to sharab, I'm chayav, right? You're chayav because you want the bread to eat there or to sell there. Hotziu shnayim, if two people take out a loaf of bread, and they're patur because you don't need two people. It's called shnayim shasua. Two people did a malacha that it wasn't necessary, so they're each doing a half malacha. They're both patur. Lo yachol echad hotziu. If it's a very heavy loaf of bread, because that's what we're talking about. You're selling it. It's a fancy challah that you're going to sell at a bar mitzvah, they're going to have, or a wedding, to cut a fancy challah, and then you need both of them. Rabbi Shimon Poter, Shimon says that's still called shnayim shasu. Even though one person can do it by himself, it's still called shnayim shasu. And the Gemara has a tour, the Gemara has a drasha, the patra, and we don't pass Rabbi Shimon. Amotzi aklin pachos mikashir bekli patra afal akli shakli tfelalo. You take out food. You take out a small slice of an apple, right? In a big kli, in a big bowl, your potter, even on the kli, because the kli is holding this piece of apple, and the apple has to be the size of a gugeres, it has to be the size of a fig, and it's not. That's a chai b'mita. You take out a living person on a bed, let's say a garni or something like that, he's still living. Potter afal amita. Your potter, even on the mita, shemita is filled though. The gurney is subordinate to the person, he's alive, and the person got chai for taking out, because the person, the Gemara says chai no seis atzmo, right? To carry a living person, it's not so hard because for some reason, metaphysically, they don't weigh so much when they're living. When they're dead, it's a dead weight. But when they're alive, they don't weigh so much. So they're carrying themselves. You're not chayiv in the raisa for hotzan, a person. As a mace meat, however, he's dead, chayiv. And then you're going to be chayiv because, again, a mace is not significant. So the bed is more significant than the mace. The chen gazayis min a mace, gazayis min a vela, kadashim min a sheret. Even a small piece from a mace, or gazayis min a vela, from a dead animal, kadashim min a sheret. Adash is a lentil from a sheretz, the shmona shotzim, chayiv. These are all the shiurim that are give tuma would be matame someone. So therefore, you want to take it out. So therefore, these are chashuv sizes, and therefore, the mita, whatever's holding it, is subordinate to these things, and you're chayav. Rabbi Shimon poter. Shimon says you're poter when you take out these things which are matame you, because the malacha shein tzricha lagufa, because you just don't want the tumah in the house. So you're not taking it because you want it outside. You're taking it. You don't want the kazayas of the mace outside. You just don't want it to be in the house. The matame you or the kohanim should be able to come into the house. So that's what's malacha shein tzricha lagufa. For some reason, interestingly enough, over here, the Rav and all the Mefarshim say ain't malacha Rabbi Shimon, even though normally paskin malacha shein tzricha lagufa. We do paskin like Rabbi Shimon. Try to resolve that problem and even mitzion coming up.